Love for travel led her to explore Europe's hidden wonders, sharing her experiences along the way. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm 10 years old and I live in New York with my mom and dad. I might still be in school, but there's one thing I know for sure. I love to travel. It all started last summer when my parents told me we were going on a family vacation to Europe. I was so excited. I had always dreamed of seeing castles, mountains, and trying foods I'd never even heard of. We started in Switzerland, where I saw the biggest mountains I had ever laid eyes on. I remember standing by Lake Lucerne, watching the boats float gently across the water. I even tried fondue for the first time. It was warm, cheesy, and delicious. Then, we traveled to France. Paris was just like in the movies, with the Eiffel Tower twinkling at night. But my favorite part wasn't the tower. It was a little bakery we found hidden on a quiet street. The croissants were soft and flaky, and the lady behind the counter smiled at me as she handed over a chocolate pastry. It felt like a secret treasure. In Italy, we visited a small town near Florence that most tourists don't know about. I remember walking through narrow cobblestone streets, holding my dad's hand while the sound of church bells rang in the distance. There was a tiny restaurant where I tried the best pizza ever, with fresh mozzarella and basil. But the place I loved the most was in Scotland. We stayed in a little cottage near a big green field. I ran with sheep, and at night, I sat by the fire, listening to stories about magical creatures. I started writing all of this down, every memory, every adventure. That's when I found a website called Eutrave. It's filled with stories from people all over the world who love to explore. I read stories about lost cities, mountain hikes, and even tales from other kids like me. So, I decided to share my story too. I wanted other kids to know that adventures aren't just for grown-ups. They're for everyone, no matter how small you are. And if you're ever traveling, remember to look for the hidden places, the small bakeries, the quiet streets, and the little spots where big memories are made.